News Services Division of Akashvani presents Northeast Diary.
Welcome to this edition of Northeast Diary, bringing you the latest developments of India's unexplored Northeast region. Today, we bring you a report from Ambubachi Festival at Kamakhya Temple, Assam. Our Personality of the Week section features Dr. Pritpal Kaur Batra, IPS, currently the Superintendent of Police of Longlang District. Dr. Batra recently won the title of Inspirational Woman in Social Impact Award at the 4th International Inspirational Women Awards 2023. But for now, let's go over to Sikkim to learn about eco-friendly initiative, Mero Rukh Mero Santati. Mero Rukh Mero Santati is a novel green initiative conceptualized by Honorable Chief Minister of Sikkim, Shri Prem Singh Tamang, to strengthen the connect between parents, children and nature by planting trees to commemorate childbirth. It aims to plant 100 trees for every newborn child in Sikkim. Watching the tree grow as the baby grows is a symbolic way of commemorating baby's arrival and is good for the planet as well. A report.
Sikkimese society has had an intimate association with nature since time immemorial. We not only revere our mountains, lakes, rivers, caves and springs, but venerate the entire landscape as sacred. This initiative aims to reinforce this age-old bond of our society with nature. It aspires to co-create an ecosystem where both the tree and the child are able to reach towards the sun, a brighter tomorrow that promises vitality, health and happiness. To ground this initiative, various departments of the government of Sikkim converge to facilitate seamless service to the new parents right from the enrollment to planting and aftercare. Asha, Anganwadi workers, Gram Panchayats, urban local bodies and forest staff facilitate the onboarding of the parents. On 26 June, Sikkim's Forest and Environment Department showcased a captivating street play and a theme song on the state government's Mero Rukh Mero Santati initiative at Gyalshing Gazing Bazaar.
The play, performed by Forest Department staff, effectively conveyed essential information about the initiative and highlighted the importance of environment conservation to the public. Divisional Forest Officer, Territorial Division, Gazing, Kshitij Saxena speaks about the significance of bringing the Mero Rukh Mero Santati initiative closer to the community.
108 पेड़ हम लगा रहे हैं हर बच्चे के नाम पे, हर बच्चा जो सिक्किम में जन्म ले रहा है। ये जो हमारा छोटा सा नुक्कड़ नाटक था, ये उसके प्रति लोगों में अवेयरनेस बढ़ाने के लिए था और ये जो हमारे अलग अलग पात्र थे वो हमारे ही अलग अलग स्टाफ, काफी सारे लोगों ने अलग अलग पात्र प्ले किए। हमारा जो मेरो रुख मेरो संतति का ऑफिशियल सॉन्ग है वो भी गाया। सभी जो यहाँ पे काफी सारे लोग आए थे और बच्चे भी आए, उसमें बच्चों का खासकर काफी बेसिकली लोगों से इमोशनली कैसे कनेक्ट किया जाए, नए तरह का पहल था कि कैसे लोगों तक पहुंचा जाए। अभी करने का कारण भी ये है कि अभी प्लांटेशन सीजन भी आने वाला है ताकि लोगों में ज्यादा से ज्यादा जागरूकता बढ़े इसके लिए और हम इस नाटक को और गली गली में लोगों के पास लेके जाएंगे अलग अलग जगह ताकि और जागरूकता बढ़े और इस स्कीम को एक मास मूवमेंट की तरह हम बढ़ा सकें। और जैसा हमारे सिक्किम स्टेट, द ग्रीन स्टेट ऑफ इंडिया हमारा सिक्किम जो स्टेट है, तो उसको आगे बढ़ाने के लिए ये एक पहल हमारे डिपार्टमेंट की है। तो मैं आशा करता हूँ कि इस नाटक के माध्यम से इसकी और अवेयरनेस बढ़े।
Following the street play, Forest Department staff performed the Mero Rukh Mero Santati theme song to add to the awareness initiative.
No,
The Forest Department aims to organize similar performances in other regions of Gazing district to create awareness. These performances help in community mobilization as well as motivate departmental staff members. With Madhu Sharma, this is Saikat Sarkar for Akashvani News.
Opened after being closed for 3 days, and the entire temple complex has been adorned and decorated in preparation to this highly significant festival celebrating Goddess Kamakhya. A large number of pilgrims thronged the Kamakhya temple in Guwahati to offer prayers to Goddess Kamakhya at the historic temple. A report.
Ambubasi Mela is one of the biggest congregations of Eastern India. It is the most important festival of the Kamakhya temple and is celebrated in the month of June every year. It is more of a ritual of austerities, a festival celebrated with Shakti rites. The belief is that Kamakhya embodies the mother cult, the Shakti. During the period of Ambubasi, from the 7th to the 10th day of the Hindu month of Ashara, the doors of the shrine are closed to all, as it is believed that Goddess Kamakhya goes through the annual cycle of menstruation. On the 12th day, the doors are opened ceremonially and a big fair held at the temple premises on that day. The Ambubasi Mela at the Kamaikha temple concluded after the doors of the Sanctum Sanctorum were opened for the devotees at 6 a.m. on Monday, June 23rd. Lakhs of devotees thronged the temple on Monday to have a glimpse of the Sanctum Sanctorum after standing in a long queue for hours. The Kamaikha Temple Committee said a footfall of over 5 lakh was recorded this year, which is double than last year. Ambubasi means spoken with water, and it also implies that the rains expected during this month make the earth fertile and ready for procreation. Daily worship is suspended during this period. All agricultural work like digging, ploughing, sowing, and transplanting of crops are forbidden. Widows, brahmacharis, and Brahmins avoid cooked food during these days. On the fourth day, Ambubasi being over, household items, utensils, and clothes are washed, cleaned, and purified by sparkling sacred waters. Worship of Goddess Kamaikha begins after cleansing and other rituals are performed. Entry to the shrine is considered to be auspicious after this. The concept of Ambubasi thus has in its origin formative influences and elements of agricultural, social, and religious ideas that have contributed to the emergence of the phenomenon. It is the symbolic supported by religious sanction. Kamaikha is also an unrivaled center of tantric worship. There is today a society of tantric here who celebrate their important Rajeshwari Puja. All their rituals are conducted in secret and are open only to initiates. There are no outward displays of this cult except that one sees people in veiled clothing lost in their own pursuits. This is Nominita Datta for Akashvani News, Guwahati.
Tripura is renowned with rich cultural heritage in terms of religious sites, art, architecture, and folk culture. The state also has famous Tripureshwari Kali Temple, which is one of the 51 Puranic Shakti Pithas of the country. Similarly, the state is also known for many Buddhist and Hindu archaeological sites. Among them, one of the prominent religious destinations is Unakoti, a Shivite pilgrimage center. Here is a detailed report on this spectacular heritage destination from our Agartala correspondent.
Trudging the pathways of undulating terrain, bisecting deep forest and having a glance of peeped-in gorges and narrow rivers and spring at times, and all the while meeting strange variety of flora and fauna, and of course, forest, children always amazing the urban tourist seeking to escape from their daily grind life. Such a nature's reserve, Unakoti, which is admixed with added color, smell and taste in terms of history, archaeology and religious trait, beckons tourists. About 170 kilometers far off from the capital city of Agartala of the state, the Unakoti hill presents rock-cut images of Hindu gods and goddesses. Huge carvings in a sprawling rock wall appear to have chiseled out, and images carved out that spread here and there and at different heights. Mythological tales sound interesting and states that there was an assembly of gods and goddesses with the Lord of Gods, Shiva, living for Banaras at a point of time, and the place is named as Unakoti, means one less than a crore. Unakoti pantheons are of two types, namely rock-carved and stone images. Central to these rock-cut carvings are the Shiva and Ganesha. The colossal image of Shiva head of 30 feet height, carved in a vertical rock, is known as Unakotishwara Kala Bhairava. Its head is embroidered in tresses forming a headdress of 10 feet high. Nearby, there is a rock-cut image of goddess Durga standing on a lion, while on the other there is an image of goddess Ganga sitting on a Capricorn. There are also images of Nandi bull lying half buried in the ground. Just a few meters down the Shiva carving, 3 magnificent images of Lord Ganesha are found. A rare carving of the 4-armed seated Ganesha, and on its side 2 standing figures of Sarabhuja Ganesha with 3 tusks and the Ashtabhuja Ganesha with 4 tusks are also found. Moreover, a 3-eyed figure believed to be that of Surya or Lord Vishnu is also found. Other images found are Chaturmukh Shivalinga, Nandi, Narsimha, Sri Ram, Ravana, Hanuman and several unidentified deities. Hearsay is that digging any time anywhere in the surrounding area, known also as Devasthal, along the Unakoti Bekum hill, one can find out an image of Shiva or the like carved out of rocks. At the bottom of Unakoti, a beautiful spring descending the hill terraces fills up a cavern called Sita Kunda, having a dip into which is regarded as sacred. Every year, a big fair popularly known as Ashokashtami Mela is held during April, when thousands of devotees visit the place to offer their prayers and have a dip in the Sita Kund. Unakoti is believed to have had the influence of the Shiva cult originating from the Pala era of the medieval period of the Indian history. According to the Archaeological Survey of India, Unakoti dates back to the 8th or 9th century AD. Yet, many differ with the opinion, claiming that it dates back longer, further holding that those images were carved out in different spell of time. As the history and tales of Unakoti still hover in obscurity, it demands integrated research by ASI and the like institutions to uncover the mystery and a chapter of hidden past of Indian civilization. With Shubhashish Chanda, this is Kunal Shinde for Northeast Diary from Agartala.
Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma launched the government's new 50 crore rupees project to help reduce drug abuse and illicit trafficking, entitled DREAM, Drug Reduction, Elimination and Action Mission, on the occasion of the International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking. A report.
The incidence of drug addiction in the state has gone sky high, prompting the government to renew its commitment by going all out on a war footing to eliminate the problem of drug trafficking and its negative effects on the society. As per the official figure, there are 3 lakh youths in the state into drugs, with 40,000 of them addicted to it. It was in January this year that the cabinet approved the mission to build a drug-free Meghalaya, that leverages culture and communities through a multifaceted, coordinated strategy to eliminate the incidence of substance use in the state, unquote. As part of the life cycle approach, unquote, of the state health policy, DREAM has been built upon the existing Drug Abuse Prevention Policy 2020. This is an effort by the state government towards providing the youth with greater capabilities and opportunities to realize their potential, rather than falling into death trap activities. Under the DREAM mission, a mission director and his team will assist the government in coordinating the efforts of various departments which are interlinked to this issue, and also a total sanction of Rs 5 crore has been set aside for undertaking publicity campaigns and increasing awareness programs. These all will come under this mission. During his speech, Chief Minister Shri Conrad Sangma said that he has full faith in the DREAM mission, which is a meticulously planned initiative with a budget allocation of Rs 50 crores for 5 years. Chief Minister said that the operational cost for the implementation of DREAM is 10 crores per annum, which works out to 50 crores for the next 5 years.
We have today launched a program which we're calling DREAM, which is Drug Reduction, Elimination and Action Mission. It's an acronym for the Action Against Drug Menace, and it's a detailed program. It's an 80-page document which has earmarked, or rather I should say the 5 years it is going to earmark 50 crores for different programs to be held at the state level, the district and block level, and how NGOs and other organizations will be involved, and how the officials will work towards ensuring that it's not just about law enforcement but also about ensuring that rehabilitation and empathy and other awareness programs also become part of it, and also to see how we could have rehabilitation centers in different parts of the state, and more importantly have programs even after the rehabilitation, so that we can ensure that those who are addicted to drugs can come out of it successfully with a lot of attention and a lot of care.
He further informed that different rehabilitation centers and detoxification centers will be established and NGOs will be financially assisted for treatment and rehabilitation and outreach programs. Recognizing the crucial role of the youth in building a better future, he stressed the importance of collective action and community engagement in preventing drug abuse. Chief Minister also commended the Meghalaya police for their dedication in tackling drug trafficking and urged them to continue their efforts.
Today was International Day Against Drug Abuse, as you're aware, and the Police Department and the Social Welfare Department have jointly hosted a program. The Police Department has presented all the action that they've taken in the last couple of years, and in fact before that also on the actions that they've taken against drug trafficking, and the numbers are there to show in itself on the kind of work that the Police Department has been doing. And I would like to congratulate every single officer of the Police Department from the bottom to the top for all the efforts that they've put in the last many years to ensure that proper enforcement was there in terms of action against drug traffickers.
The devastating effect of drug abuse is not restricted only on individuals, but also on families and society as a whole. There is a call for an urgent need to address the drug epidemic. Hopefully, this latest intervention of the government will address the problem of drug addiction among the youth in the state. This is Priyam Chatterjee with Lamphong Nongspang for Northeast Diary for Akashvani News, Shillong.
With the support and encouragement of empowering the women of the country given by the government of the day, women in India have taken the opportunity to rise up in all fronts, be it business, education, entrepreneurship, politics, and in social strata. One such example is from the state of Nagaland, in person of Dr. Pritpal Kaur Batra, IPS. Currently, the Superintendent of Police at Longlang District. Dr. Batra belongs to the 2006 batch Indian Police Services, IPS. She is acclaimed for playing pivotal roles towards initiating positive societal changes in her places of posting. Dr. Batra received many recognitions, and the recent was the Inspirational Women in Social Impact Award at the 4th International Inspirational Women Awards 2023. Let's know more about Dr. Batra.
Dr. Pritpal Kaur Batra, a 37-year-old dentist turned IPS officer hailing from Punjab, has not only made Nagaland as her home, but also with pride has embraced the culture and shown her love wherever she had been posted. It was during her service in Noklak as the first women SP in the then newly created Frontier District, where she exhibited her zeal and enthusiasm in selfless contribution to the upliftment of the people she served. Dr. Batra continues to carry forward the positive societal changes even today at her present place of posting in Longland. On June 17, 2023, Dr. Batra was deservedly conferred the Inspirational Women in Social Impact Award at the 4th International Inspirational Women Awards 2023 at New Delhi, besides other recognitions.
This is very encouraging, to get an award from an organization which is recognizing the work when these have been done at the last corners of India, and sometimes we think that, we are posted at these places, far-flung places, and how about our hard work? I think hard work always pays, and whatever we are doing, our intentions are always being seen by the Lord, and I think truth and honesty is the best thing which is awarded by these kind of things. So I just want to say that this is a big motivating factor for everyone, and big thanks to the organization also, not only for the me, it was for the team who has worked here. So I think this will be encouraging everyone, whosoever is working. Moreover, the women, when they are in the police force, police is actually a male dominant force in all over India, but now women are also taking participation in police and the uniform forces equally. So this will be more motivating for them also. When we wear uniform, we rarely remember actually, I'm a female or a male, it's a khaki. We feel that we are a uniformed person. But sometimes you feel like, there are some arenas when people may have the perception that she is a lady officer. And I have seen many times these kind of situations. But then I have realized, it's our work which get appreciated instead of whatever the gender or whatever clan or whatever caste, religion we belong from. Works matter more, I think.
Dr. Batra has been recognized for her work in providing livelihood training, counseling to drug addicts, career guidance and free coaching, training in farming, biodiversity and environment protections, war against drugs, formation of self-help groups, value addition training, promotion of sports and provisions of sports equipment and events for students, despite her oftentimes tedious law and order duties. For Northeast Diary, this is Asanya from Akashvani News, Kohima.
Music plays a vital role in the life of Mizos. So listeners, we have an excerpt of a foot-tapping song by Naomi Kingte. Relish the beats soaked in the mesmerizing voice. With that, we have come to the end of this edition of Northeast Diary. Do join us next week to hear more stories from this enchanting part of India. Bye-bye.
This program was scripted and presented by Lucy G. Chattopadhyay, produced by Vinita Thakur with assistance from Kumar Gaurav. It was brought to you by the News Services Division of Akashvani.